There was the moment, Anita said, when the superintendent called and offered me the job. I said, yes, of course I'll take it. It was 10 seconds of pure joy. I've never leapt at anything in my life before, she said. It was pure celebration. Is it okay to celebrate right now? With all the losses we're experiencing, what do we do with fabulous news? If someone asks us, so how are you? Is it okay to say, fantastic? Anita has a lot to celebrate. She recently accepted the job of her dreams, principal. In a remarkable succession of grace and hard work, she is principal of Northeast Elementary School's 60 staff and 700 students. Anita said, when the superintendent called me, I was in the midst of a terrible emotional and physical 2 weeks. But what a recognition, what a payoff, what a gift. To have anything to celebrate these days is pure joy. But since the superintendent called, it's been 80%. What have I done? This is going to be hard. And I didn't get to celebrate, she said. I didn't get a moment of glory with my family and supporters when I was named principal. It's the way things are these days. Anita continued, I've always had a sense in my life of holding two rails. There's always the good on the one hand and the hard on the other. There's never a time when it's all celebration. And there's always some good to find somewhere, some bright spot. The celebration and the mourning, they come at the same time. God had a lot to teach the Hebrew slaves on their trek across the desert, primarily that God was a different monarch entirely than Pharaoh. And there was a lot more. The book of Leviticus is filled with the minutiae of the details of, for example, how to treat animals and criminals and priests. And right there, amongst all the other instructions, are directions that might have even surprised Moses. Feasting instructions. God lavished on his people what slavery denied them: rest, worship, and celebration. Anita said, things are not like we expected these days. When I went into grad school, I never anticipated the difficulties of these times. I'm doing this job in the midst of all the uncertainties in education right now. But that's just our reality these days. Weddings, graduations, we don't get to celebrate the way we hoped. Things are not the way we wanted them to be. We need to be watching right now for the yes moments that are surrounded by a lot of other junk. These are times when we can take new opportunities, when we can think outside the box. Now I can say to my staff, we have to do this, and we have to do it this way this year. I'm capitalizing on my opportunities. Anita continued. Right now, we're giving people permission not to be okay. That's important because this is hard and fear is a reality. But we also need to say that it is okay to be okay right now and to give reason for celebration. I wonder about the Hebrews' reaction to For example, the Festival of Tabernacles, when they were to live in booths. Maybe they said, we're getting a little tired of camping here. But even that might not have been as surprising as the instructions for the year of Jubilee when they had no land. Maybe Moses mused, God, I think it might be a little bit too soon. Ecclesiastes says, there's a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. And Anita and I think that all those times can come at the same time. I'm Elaine, and I'm looking for loose change.